Hi, I'm Jo and I'm the founder of Writing Inside Out, which I set up to inspire, motivate, empower and showcase different people's writing and personal stories. Now, one of the things that I do through Writing Inside Out is to run the Writing Inside Out events Facebook group. And this summer we ran the first Summer Words Writing Challenge within the group. And we had some wonderful people take part in this challenge. And there were actually 15 people in total who wrote on all 3 days of the challenge, and there were writing prompts each day. And here we have a selection of those wonderful people who took part in the challenge, who have been brave enough to come onto camera and share their words that they wrote on the challenge with you. So I hope that you enjoy listening and watching. If you would like to find out more about Writing Inside Out, then you can find us on Facebook with Writing Inside Out events, or just as a website at www.writinginsideout.co.uk. So here we are with all our wonderful summer words, and thank you very much for watching.
Hi, this is a story about where I would take my inner child this summer. I would take my inner child to see the sea and surf on the waves, letting the waves carry me high, laughing out loud as the waves slap cheekily on my bottom. With friends we would create amazing sand mermaids and tortoises with colourful shells and seaweed, and a labyrinth we would dance around, leaving only magical footsteps. We would laugh and feel free as a bird, sharing stories, giggling while sucking delicious sweet strawberries and licking our favourite ice cream. Then, as the golden, pink hues of a sinking sun danced on calming waves, we would gallop on horseback along the water's edge, feeling at one with the rhythm, the breeze and the waves, appreciating the warm glow of sun-kissed skin and a joy and a contentment that sunk deep in our hearts, a lightness of spirit. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name's Amanda and I've been taking part in the Writing Inside Out Summer Words Writing Challenge 2021. Over the last 3 days we've been given prompts about our thoughts on summer and what it means to us, and I'm here now at my local country park where all the animals are sitting on the water there. For me, one of the prompts was about where you would take your inner child to a summer play date, and I said it would go back to the 80s, where you could have 6 long glorious weeks off school in the holidays, where I could go and visit my grandmothers on my own when I got to an age to do that, where I would just sit and devour the Chalet School books by Ellen M. Brent Dyer. I used to save up my pocket money to buy 2 of them, hopefully every 6 weeks or so. I was old enough to get a library card that would allow me to take out at least 6 books, and sometimes I would read all those 6 books in 1 week. Summer also means sitting on a beach, walking on a beach, just watching the world go by, reading, walks in the park, meeting friends, eating ice cream, just looking at all the colours around that happen over summer, and which now, as we approach autumn, everything's starting to mute but still looks alive and sounds alive too. And this summer, particularly with as we come out of lockdown, as the restrictions have eased slightly, it's been about taking time for you, thinking, spending less and thinking more, essentially, on what life is bringing. And for me, most importantly, is reading my huge to be read list, which I have been getting through, and indeed has got me through lockdown and the last 18 months.
My inner child yearns to be upon the back of my pony Toby, trotting along country lanes, being able to touch the tops of blossoming hawthorn, whilst watching foxes play in the meadow below. My eyes inside the huge white trumpet vines that are so beautiful, for this princess to pass by as they bleat out their fanfare. I look ahead, so proud of my dad, dressed in suit, flat cap and neckerchief, chewing on a blade of long, strong grass. The yellow gold of gorse upon the moors shining in the sun, and popping the scent of coconut, our drink at the freshwater spring, and our wild strawberries dropped into my cupped hands as he washes them first to ensure perfection for his apple of his eye. Thick stalks of sticky jack cling to my dress as we descend the moors and head back for Nana's fresh lemonade. But first, we must squeeze past the wedged wooden gate to enter my hidden paradise. Pigeons coo and flowers stand proud in front of goose-gawks. The water barrel is like glass, so still, so pure, and little purple pansies wink at me. My dad whistles. I'm so happy. I hear his whistle now as I explore my times of childhood with him there, the strongest man in the world, my hero.
Hi. If I could take my inner child on a summer play date, we would go to Atlantis. This is a magical city of spires, of pastel domes and spires, filled with fragrant gardens, overrun with flowers, where children run free from toxic concoctions, and adults wake in the morning glad to be alive, instead of with a groan that they must once again submit to what is known by many, many names except its true one, slavery. In the morning we leap out of bed knowing that we can spend the endless summer days doing whatever we love to do, and the nights melting into the balmy air, soothed by the crystal lights of Atlantis twinkling over the sea. Thank you.
If I could do anything with my inner child, I would have a birthday party in the garden, just like I did when I was a child. Being a July child in the 60s meant long hot summers. Dad would make a marquee fashioned out of a sheet draped over the washing line and pegged down. The long table and chairs would be set up in there, and we would have sandwiches, hard-boiled eggs, crisps, and of course jelly and ice cream. Then we would play games in the sunshine, musical chairs, statues, hide and seek. Happy, innocent, carefree days, not a goodie bag, magician or designer cake in sight.
The best thing about summer is that every summer has a story to tell. As the weather is warmer and the sun is shining, from the holidays spent relaxing by the pool, with the music playing as the coolness of the water splashes against our skin. It's a time for festivals with drinks flowing, bands playing, while taking pictures, little moments captured in a screenshot in time. It's the days we spend walking in the park and down the beach as we explore the world around us, seeking out new places to explore. With the days being longer and brighter, however we decide to spend our summer, it's a perfect time for making memories.
This is one of the pieces I wrote for the Summer Words Writing Challenge. in Writing Inside Out. The best thing about summer is the light. Sunshine brightening our days, lifting our spirits and holding us in a warm hug. Turning my face up to the sun and feeling its healing rays penetrate into my skin, my chakras and my entire being is one of my favourite things to do. It grounds me, stabilises my often busy mind and helps me to feel my own light within. Have you noticed that we are all shinier in the summer? I believe it's because the sun invites our own light to shine through, shine out and uplift.
So hello, I'm Yvonne and I've taken part in all 3 of the writing challenges days, so I thought I'd pop down to my local park with this beautiful background to do my video. So the best thing about summer is almost everything. The smell of the freshly cut grass, the smell of rain on hot roads after a rainstorm, wandering around local parks, taking in the sights, the sounds and the smells, the cool evenings as the sun sets, the beautiful sunrises in the mornings, the glistening of the sun on the lakes, the ponds and the large puddles, the gorgeousness of wildflowers and the bees upon them, the buzz of nature, walking along the beach, finding unusual stones, or my favourite sea glass, throwing stones in the sea and going for a bit of a paddle, sitting outside a local cafe with a cool drink or milkshake, or even better, an ice cream. Perhaps feeling like you're on holiday. Cool long evenings along the rivers or the parks, the canals, capturing something you've not noticed before, finding unusual items, photographing that moment, capturing the beauty of the sunset, the difference, the now. This summer I've tried to create, turning junk into art. So recycling, upcycling, envelopes, junk mail, clothes, tags, cardboard, into art, into junk, into journals, into paper craft. I've loved experimenting, doing something outside of my comfort zone, watching hours of YouTube tutorials, but playing, creating and making as I go along. It's been my freedom to try to develop, to improve and to share my art and my journals. Photography has been a creative outlet too. I've no David Bailey, but 3 of my photos have been chosen to be part of a Mental Health 2022 calendar. Definitely a proudest moment. If I could take my inner child anywhere, I'd love to be transported back to the 1950s and exploring the small islands, walking for miles, having a picnic with fizzy pop and jam sandwiches, and of course ice cream. Playing on a deserted sandy beach, swimming and reading lots of books. And although we are technically in summer and it's fictional, be part of the fun and games of Mallory Towers or St Clair's. The midnight feasts of fizzy pop, sandwiches, the sweets, and plenty of reading.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our selection of words from the Summer Words Writing Challenge on the Writing Inside Out events group. I'm so incredibly proud of every single person that took part in the challenge, because often when we're reflecting on our experiences or where we are sharing our experiences, it takes a lot of guts to do that, and to stand up in front of the camera and share takes even more. So I am incredibly proud of the people, of the wonderful ladies who have shared within this video. And if you are interested, or your interest has been piqued by the wonderful words that you've heard today, then just a reminder that the Writing Inside Out events group is a free group that I run on Facebook, and my website is www.writinginsideout.co.uk. Thank you ever so much for watching, and if you are a writer, keep on writing, keep on sharing, keep on exploring and discover that story in you. Take care, bye.